Hello, my lovely Wolfpack, and welcome to the Lone Wolf Show, brought to you by Wolfpack Media, the most entertaining place on YouTube for your news and commentary. I'm your host, Justin Huseman, founder and news contributor. We have a great show today, and I can't wait to get started. But before we do, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. All right, guys, it's been kind of a slow news day today for us, but we'll see what we can drudge up today. So looks like we got this article from CBS News. Trump issues ultimatum to Hamas on hostage release threat, threatening threatening fragile ceasefire. Oh boy, Trump's at it again, making wild inflammatory statements, but you gotta love them. You gotta love them. All right, it says President Trump issued an ultimate. Bleh, I cannot talk today. President Trump issued an ultimatum on Monday to Hamas, saying that if all remaining Israeli hostages are not released from Gaza by noon on Saturday, then, quote, all hell is going to break loose. Asked by reporters for details on what that meant, Mr. Trump initially responded, "You'll find out, and they'll find out too." Hamas will find out what I mean. Then he said ending the ceasefire that took effect on January 19th would be Israel's decision, but that he felt it would be appropriate to cancel the agreement if the hostages aren't released by this deadline. Under the terms of the ceasefire deal negotiated by US, Qatar, and Egypt, a total of 33 Israeli hostages were to be released during a 6-week first phase in exchange for the release of about 2,000 Palestinian prisoners from Israeli jails. Like let's talk about this for a minute. Like I feel like on this on this deal here, it seems a little one-sided. 33 hostages for 2,000 of their people, 33 for 2,000. Like who's negotiating these deals? I really do not know. It's pretty crazy to me. Like I don't know how these deals get negotiated or anything like that. I'm not privy to how those deals go down, but wow, I can't. That's crazy. 2,000 for 33. That seems not fair. All right. Well, I don't know. Both and it seems like there's like this is all over. Like Hamas is saying that Israel isn't holding up to the deal. Israel saying that Hamas isn't holding up to the deal. Eh, I don't know. It all seems a little derivative to me. But both sides are just accusing each other of not honoring the agreement. Hamas says that Israel is apparently not allowing aid to come into Gaza, and Israel, of course, completely denies that. I mean, it seems like that Gaza has like a really hard time distributing aid, but I guess we'll see how that kind of develops there. It really boggles my mind that all this is going on. Like it just how Trump says it here is pretty funny. You'll find out, and they'll find out too. Hamas will find out what I mean. Like they're like, what do you mean by that? Well, and what do you think he means by all hell is going to break loose? I think it's pretty obvious here, but who knows? But yeah, and I guess the whole thing happened uh, too over some of the comments that Trump said about the U.S. takeover of Gaza, which I covered that on last week's uh, Wolfpack podcast episode. A little, I touched on it a little bit. I really tried to stay away from this whole Israel Gaza conflict news. I really tried to stay off of it, but Like I said, it's just been a really slow news day. And yeah, I tried to stay out of it because I'm pretty biased just because of religious beliefs. I'm a Christian, so I got kind of a soft spot for the Jewish people and Israel as a whole. Just, I mean, it's to me, it's like my holy land, the holy land of our God. So, but I tried to stay away from it just because I'm so biased on that, and I don't want people all freaking out. Well, ooh, don't you do you hate the destruction of the killing of children? And I don't know, man. I don't know. October 8th made me feel a certain type of way, and I'm not going to comment on all that, but it made me feel a certain type of way, and I did not like any of that. It was absolutely insane. So the and I don't know. It seems like it looks like their main goal here, and I'm just guessing, so don't take my word for it, but it seems like they're just really trying to move all the Palestinians out of these regions. Trump's trying to get all the other Arab nations together and get them to take all the Palestinians out. I mean, to be honest, it's kind of weird, but honestly, I mean, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense because, like, here I can show you a picture here. Here's a picture up on your screen right now of like what it looks like over there in Gaza, and honestly, it looks unlivable. It looks completely unlivable. So, and they don't got like they have no sanitation, no running water, and I don't think it's going to be very livable anywhere there for like maybe the next 5-10 years. Honestly, just judging, like I said, don't take my word for it. I'm just observing this whole situation go down. But yeah, I don't see how moving them now. A lot of people freak out about it, but I just looking at some of the pictures coming through from Gaza, it's like this is completely unlivable. We can't just like leave them there like this. Like we should move them somewhere that's safe and somewhere that's got running water, and they'll be able to get aid a lot easier. Um, but who knows? Trump did today apparently meet with the king of Jordan, and it seems like he's gonna agree to take at least some children from Gaza. And I think that Jordan actually has taken in several Palestinian refugees in like the past 10 years, from what I'm reading here, but it's pretty crazy. Uh, it would be nice to see some of the. I mean, we give Jordan and Egypt and some of those countries a lot of money. They rely a lot on U.S. aid or whatever. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It seems like the King of Jordan's pretty open to the idea of taking in at least young children as refugees, and that's a good thing. It's good to see that some good foreign relations. They had a good meeting today, it looked like. So yeah, but the only thing we really have left on that is what Netanyahu said about it. Netanyahu basically, Prime Minister of Israel, basically said the same thing that Trump did. He says, I think I got a quote here. He said that he's instructed the IDF to amass a force inside and around the Gaza Strip, and he said if the ceasefire will end if the hostages aren't released on Saturday by noon. So, yeah. Well, that's really all I got to say on that. We'll try to keep you updated as this goes on with I think Trump's killing it with the foreign relations and stuff, but that's just me. He says some wild stuff, but I'm here for it. I always am. I'm here for the wild and crazy statements that Trump makes sometimes. All hell will break loose, and you'll find out. You'll find out. Well, we'll find out, and hopefully we'll be here to cover the news when it happens. So, all right, guys, thanks for joining us. You can follow us on X and Facebook, and don't forget to smash that like button on this video and subscribe to us here on YouTube. We really appreciate the support. We're a small channel trying to build ourselves up from the ground up. So, we'll see you next time. I don't know if I'll be doing another show tonight. I wanted to get a morning show going, but I had some technical difficulties this morning, so but we'll see you next time. Peace.